Okay, Heroes of Magic and Steel. Oh, look at this art. I really hope that the game is going to preserve the art like this, because this painting is just super fun, like fantasy as hell. Okay, let's see. I guess tutorial for first, because we want to learn how to play the game. Welcome to the Heroes of Magic and Steel tutorial. Here you will learn the basics to start playing as quickly as possible. This is a strategy game featuring tactical combat, team building, and ability decks. Making mistakes and losing are part of your growth. Don't worry, you will always come back stronger. Okay, so you're going to hate me, but 20 pages of tutorial with just text is a bit too much to ask from a deck builder game, I guess. So this is a pretty nice fallout point where players are going to say, well, I'm just going to blast the game without checking out the tutorial. And I'm pretty sure if I click yes, oh, okay, well, no. We are just going to check out how we can play the game. So skeletons. Select heroes. We got Telder, a bunch of HP, 1 movement. Oh yeah, so I know I said that no tutorial, but unfortunately it's going to be tutorial because otherwise it's quite hard to understand what is going on. So in this game you will face different enemies in each run. Each enemy group has its own strength and weaknesses. It's up to you to identify them and build an efficient strategy. It's up to you to identify them. Interesting sentence. Cannot wait to see more. You must build a team of 3 different heroes according to your strategy. There are 2 hero categories, Magic and Steel. Surprisingly, they said the title of the game in the tutorial. Nice move. The color orange indicates a Steel hero and appears in the background of their portraits and on the gem of their cards. Magic heroes use the color purple. Okay. Steel heroes focus on high damage and durability, but have low mobility and need to stay closer to enemies. Awesome. Magic heroes have a wide variety of attack ranges and several ways to control the battlefield, but deal less direct damage and are more fragile. Understandable. Each hero has a unique deck. Cost 1 cards have 4, cost 2 cards have 3, and cost 3 cards have 2 copies, and cost 4 cards have only 1 copy. Okay. The game is turn-based. During the hero's turn, you control all of your characters. You can freely alternate between your characters' actions. Sounds fun. Your goal is... Wait, what? Why do you have different text? I mean, different font. This is a different font. Okay. Your goal is to defeat all enemies in each stage. To win a run, you must complete all 10 stages. The top icon shows which stage you are currently on. The bottom icon indicates how many enemies are in that stage. Wait, so only 1 different font. Interesting idea. Cards represent your hero's actions. Each card has an energy cost. After being used, the card goes to the discard pile and does not return to your deck. Use your cards wisely. Okay, so deck builder without reshuffling. Cool. Some cards require you to choose a target, a tile, a direction, or an area. The color orange indicates the available options. The color red shows which tiles or enemies will be affected by that card. So usually red and orange is associated with wrong choices in a game, or mainly like sources of incoming damage or things that you should get away from. Interesting idea with the color thing. I would use like brighter colors that saying that, oh, this is going to be beneficial for you, but of course that's just my opinion. You can cancel the card before choosing a target. You can also draw more cards from your deck. Each turn you can draw up to 3 cards, and each draw costs 1 energy, so we can spend energy to draw more. Cool. To move a character, select them. All available movement tiles will be shown in blue. Each movement action costs 1 energy, and you can perform up to 3 movement actions per turn. Each hero has 3 special abilities. You can use one of them per turn, and it costs 1 energy. After using a special ability, it becomes logged until all other special abilities have been used. Okay, clever. After that, they all become available again, so you cannot spam one. That's a good one. When you are satisfied with all the character actions, you can end your turn. This will start the enemy's turn. They will always move forward the nearest character, and if in range, attack them. Each enemy has 4 stats: health, damage, movement, and range. You can check these stats by selecting an enemy. Okay, so this is the 4th stat. Okay, so I was just seeing like 3 icons, but yeah. After completing a stage, each hero receives a reward for that run. There are 3 types of rewards. The most common one is neutral cards. Steel heroes draft cards from the Steel neutral deck, while Magic heroes draft cards from the Magic neutral deck. Aha! Nice. So using the exact same namings for the tutorial, for the title, and for exact mechanics of a game is a really good idea. Once a neutral card is selected, it is removed from the neutral card deck and will no longer appear as a reward. After completing stages 2 and 6, you can increase your hero's energy. You can distribute 6 new energy points however you like. Okay, choose an item. After completing stages 4 and 8, you can choose an item that grants a benefit to each hero for the entire run. Each hero. An item. Okay. That's a cool one. When you finish a run, whether you win or lose, you will receive 2 types of resources. Coins, which can be used to unlock new heroes. Hero Essence, which can be used to upgrade that hero's starting deck. Okay, so this is a roguelite. Each hero card has 3 levels. When you upgrade the card, that improvement is permanent and applies to all of your future runs. Play. Okay, so somewhat changed my opinion about the tutorial, the length of tutorial and the type of tutorial, but teaching the game while playing a tutorial run or tutorial fight, I think it much more effective than just this like reading a bunch of texts. Okay, so Telder, Braka, and Varg. Oh, nice. So what about this one? Wait, okay. I just have to go with her. Looks super sick. We have a cat, so no questions asked. And Jafar, Lilith, Telder. Okay, let's just go with 2 melee. Sorry, 2 steel characters and 1 magic characters. I am not reading their cards. I want to learn them while I am playing. Okay, some comic book type of story. That's a nice one. Ooh, great general, abandoned and betrayed. Such a pitiful end, armorer. I feel your unrest, conqueror, your sorrow and rage for being forsaken, but do not fear. That is merely a suggestion to me, and I wish to see your hatred blow. What? I survived. No, my general, your flesh has long returned to the soil. I am merely a friend, one who can grant you what you truly desire. Vengeance. A friend, is it? Okay. The drawing is excellent. But the game by helping me, bringing someone back isn't free. Calculating even in death. Yes, I want something. I want you to destroy the cities of Pherolos and Arcana. Accept my request and you shall have the strength to erase their faces from your immortal mind. Those are your demands? Haha, I should have accepted as much. Very well. Grant me this power and I will reduce Arcana and Pherolos to ash. The pact is sealed, my esteemed general. Use it and let them remember the one who rose from disgrace to glory, Hasid. Pretty nice writing. My brothers in battle, the wait is over. Desperate whispers, a craving to breathe clean air once more. Open your eyes and behold what has become of your sacrifice, of your pride. They call us mere casualties, hiding the cowardice that unfolded that day, the day I know every one of you remembers. But that ends today. The tale buried beneath shame and lies has returned, and it will bring down the walls of the cursed cities that forgot us. Hear me, we march with rage and bone, so that the traitors remember war. Okay, it could be like a death metal song. Let them remember the wrath of the forgotten as we wipe their cities from the map. Okay, I'm pretty invested. That's a good one. Okay, nice. So let's see. Skeleton Grunt, HP 1, HP 2. If I click on them, can I see the range they can use? No. First Blood. Deal 1 damage to an adjacent enemy. If the enemy is a tier 1 enemy, deal double damage. Is this guy a tier 1 enemy? How do I know that? Control, Alt, something. How do I know if this guy is a tier 1? I guess this is a level 1 character, so I'm just going to go here. And then First Blood, and seemingly this guy was a tier 1 because that was 2 damage. And then I just, I guess, deal 2 damage to an adjacent enemy, Savage Slash. Next turn, gain 1 damage for each card you play this turn. Cool. And draw 2 random cards with the lowest energy cost from your deck. Music is great. Some sort of like symphonic medley stuff in a way. I like that. Okay, we are just going to move, I don't know, back here, so enemies cannot get to us really fast. So here's my guy with the huge sword. Looks super awesome. Did 2 damage to an adjacent enemy. So I guess we just move here and we sword attack. That's a good one. Flame Sword, deal 3 damage to all adjacent enemies. Ooh, it's an AoE one. That's a cool one. Destroy 1 energy, gain 1 damage. Oh, so I can sacrifice energy per turn. Ooh, that's a good one. Choose an enemy. It cannot attack Telder this turn. This turn. It's like the turn is that we start and then the enemies go and I guess, okay. Tether and all eyes within 2 spaces. Take 1 -1 damage this turn. Okay, this guy, Tether is a cool guy. Choose an enemy. I don't know. This guy. You cannot attack me because you fear me, I guess. So let's see. Ooh, look at the range. Fort Lightning. Deal 2 damage to all enemies in 2 lines. Aha. So I have to position myself to... Okay, that's a good one. Static Sphere. Conjure Lightning Ball on adjacent space for 2 turns. Deal 2 damage to adjacent enemies. Aha. Aha, aha, aha. So how about I move... So this is going to cost me only 1 energy, right? Because this is the movement I can do. Okay, that's a good one. So I just... Fort Lightning... Nope. I just come here. And oh, that was a bad idea. I should have moved. Oh, no. And you cannot put them... Oh, boy. Okay. So I'm just going to move back. Because I was super greedy. And then we do the lightning ball stuff. Okay, that's super fun so far. Kind of like a TTRPG combat spiced with cards. Definitely a good one. Okay, hero's turn. So this one is here and just blazing around. So we just leave it here then. So the order does not matter. And I have to use energy to draw more cards. The next 2 cards you play costs -1 energy. Nice. So wait, is this going to hit? So is there a thing like, you know, friendly fire? Am I going to try this out? Wait, I clicked on something? Yeah, I used this damage to the furthest enemy. So am I going to... Let's see. Okay, no friendly fire. That's a great one. So that was not mentioned in the tutorial, which is kind of sad. So next turn, gain +1 damage for each of the card you played. Touch random cards with the lowest energy cost from your deck. Why not? Deal 2 damage to an adjacent enemy and all identical enemies on the map. Wait, what? Identical enemies? That's pretty brutal. Oh, okay. She can only move once. Uh-huh. But that's not adjacent. I'm kinda sad. Okay, let's just move. I wanna see this. And then... Yeah, so... We can only move. Destroy, gain. Within 2 space takes 1. Aha. Not exactly. Within 2 spaces. But oh. Does not have enough energy. So like 1, 2. Oh. Ah, that's it. I'm kinda sad, never mind. Ooh. So I guess we just take this guy, and then I move to all adjacent enemies. Choose an enemy, it can... okay, not like this. So... there is no way I can... Oh, wait, what? So forward lightning... I think I cannot really move to a place where all of them are getting damaged, right? No, because... Okay, the pattern is different. Oh, okay. No problem. So can I just get a card? Well... Okay, it doesn't really matter at the moment, I guess. So just move here. Move here. And then I choose... Oh, I already... Oh, okay. Heh. Okay, destroyed. Destroyed the crystal forever. Okay, she has some stuff as well. Adjacent enemy. Okay, I just, you know, start moving. Oh yeah, I was unable to choose that one. Interesting. Let's move. And blood, nope. Savage slash to adjacent enemy. Okay, this works. And then I just... So how to move? Okay, it's cost 1. And then I... So that would be nice to see if... so if I move 1 here, then the fork lightning is there. Okay, cool. Okay, that was the first one. Choose a card, bring it back, return a card from your discard pile to your hand, reduce 2 damage taken by this turn, and push an adjacent enemy 4 spaces. Yes, please. Teleport another hero up to 3 spaces. That's a good one. Deal 3 damage back to each enemy that attacks you this turn. Haha, of course. Whoa. That's a start. Adjacent enemy and all identical enemies on the map. Okay. That was good. Also, putting the skills on the WASD is maybe not the best idea, because if you play games where you move around with WASD, you can really easily just tap these buttons, and I just screwed up one of my skills because of this habit. Okay, so, you know, jokes on me. These guys are adjacent, so spinny stuff. Yeah, I sacrificed... Wait, I sacrificed the gem forever. Ooh boy, that's a brutal one. And I also have to use the energy to draw a card even in the next battle. Choose a card from your deck and add it to your hand. Precision. Yeah, I'm just going to... Wait, what? Okay, I just put this fear then, and it just does the nice thing. And then I just move closer. I think I'm going to get attacked by this guy, or it doesn't matter. Yeah, or we will see at the end, and maybe that was the biggest mistake ever. Damage to the furthest enemy. That's a cool one. And you know, I just get a couple of cards, I guess. Uh-huh. Well, no, not exactly. Okay, so it's nice that the tutorial said that there's a nice room for failures, but a couple of misclicks are pretty annoying, because usually in games, even if you are not moving the characters with WSD, you can usually move the camera around, and that's not the case here, and I usually just... Okay, never mind. You get the gist. And then this is a tier 1 enemy, so he goes down. It's not a tier 1 enemy, but how do I know this is not a tier 1 enemy? What am I missing? Is it like a tooltip or no? Okay. Choose a card. No. No. Perform free attacks on random spaces. Deal damage as an enemy. Wait, what? Random spaces? Why? With these size, these map size? Okay. Seems a little bit unnecessary or not well thought, or maybe in the next battles. Oh, so this is doing it for like a couple of times. Okay, so maybe in a couple of next battles we have like tremendous amount of enemies. Okay. Oh, okay, that's just pretty nicely. How about this one? It is still doing the stuff. Okay, I thought... Okay, okay. Can I see the discard? We're not getting the cards back for sure, but this is the discard. Performs 3 attacks on random spaces. Deal damage if there's a... Strike again, L strike again, next turn. So it's going to strike until it hits. Come on. If I click the other stuff again by mistake, I'm going to shout. Can we deal more damage? No, I used all my stuff. So then I just get a couple of cards. Let's see the adjacent. And okay, so like moving the camera is... Okay, so we cannot drag. Ah, okay. We can drag with the mouse wheel. Okay. Yeah, sure. Choose an enemy. It can't. Okay. Aha. So I'm just going to move here. Not exactly. Gain +1 damage for all the cards I played this turn. No. Okay, push adjacent enemy. Spiral Gourd. Deal free damage to 3 random adjacent enemies. That's a good one. Okay, still a good one. Okay, I'm just going to move like twice. I get a card. Gain +1 damage on the next 5 attacks. That's brutal. Okay, I'm just giving some turns for the enemies, or to the enemies. I guess we need some advancement here. Okay, we are still blasting the thing. Adjacent enemy, hit another unaffected enemy within 2 spaces. Repeat until none are in range. Deal 2 damage to an adjacent enemy. So if I move here, then I just click this. 2 damage. Oh, okay. That was a blasty one. And then I just put another hero up to 3 spaces. Okay, cool. Deal 5 damage to an adjacent enemy, stun it for 1 turn. Well, that's not the thing I want to do. Destroy 1 energy. Oh boy. So, what I kind of miss is some auto attack type of stuff. Oh no, that was not adjacent. No. Okay, that was a bad idea. For sure. Okay, I just move. And this guy has 5 energy. Oh, adjacent enemies. Okay, let's destroy 1 gem. Come on. It just feels like... Okay. Used all of the energies. So let's see. Because we have to align them. Okay, so now you are adjacent. That's a good one. So we are kind of luring them here. Oh. Still no hits, seemingly. So push an adjacent enemy 4 spaces. Okay, so that's it. No choosing the direction and whatnot. Okay. Well, I am just going to move here and then here and deal 2 damage to adjacent one, and that's it. And I just get a card, I guess. Okay. So he must go down. Furthest enemy. Sure. Okay, that's good. And I teleport them like here, I guess. Sure. Get a card. Another hero up to Okay, get another card. I think that's all I can do. But now 6 to all adjacent enemies. Whoa, nice. And then I just move and going to waste this one on a random tier 1 enemy for 5 damage, but we just have to clear them a little bit more. Music is pretty vibey, by the way. We have to do something about this guy because it's just going to decimate my mage here. Perform 3 attacks random. Oh yeah. Oh, so we can blast it more. Okay, I'm just going to take care of this guy because he annoys me. No energy. So to an adjacent one, gain 1 damage on the next attacks. I guess I'm just going to move towards them. And then I get a card and... Okay, that's not the one. I already used this. Sure. Oh no, I did not use any cards. I just draw a couple. Oh man, okay. So I really like this so far. It's kind of complex in a way. It doesn't seem like a complex game at the beginning, but definitely a lot of room for learning. Okay, we don't need Dredge random cards, the lowest energy cost. Come on. Okay, that's not going to happen. So I just have to get closer to this guy. Adjacent enemy. Well, that's not the adjacent one. Hit damage back to each enemies. Ah, yeah, I'm just going to use that. Draw more. Okay, I'll just draw a bunch of cards. Oh, should have. Come on. Perform attack on random spaces. Okay, so now we have 3 of this. So sooner or later we are going to hit someone, right? Oh. So we are dealing back damage even with ranged attacks. Okay. That's a cool one. The misclicking thing is just killing me. Okay, I teleport this guy here, and then we do like 13 damage to a tier 1 guy. Brutal impact. 7 damage to adjacent enemy. Choose one of 3 random cards in your deck. All copies of Element of Surprise becomes copies of it. Okay, that's brutal. Arcane Blast, deal 2 damage to all enemies within 2 spaces, please. We know this. Draw 1 card, deal damage equal to its energy cost to an adjacent enemy. Awesome. Okay, so I know we only played like 3 of the scenarios and the tutorial, but I think this one kind of summarizes my feedback. So like, I really like the whole idea. WASD on the skills is a little bit inconvenient. So like, and only moving the camera by dragging the mouse to the edges of the screen. Sometimes you can just get the cursor out, sometimes you cannot. Okay, that's of course, you know, small thing, but pretty inconvenient in my opinion. So like WASD to move the camera around and click the spells, or just or 1 2 3 4 5, you know, it's one of the easiest thing to do. Oh, with 1 2 3 we click on the oh boy. Okay, well, why? I mean, sure, but yeah, okay. And then, so the idea is really good. It definitely takes a little time to learn, and the tutorial was pretty efficient, but if you have the resources, I would definitely make an interactive tutorial where you learn to play the game by actually playing the game instead of just reading 20 slides. And you know, there were just like 1 different font on one of the slides, which was not easy to understand why, but you know, just a random common mistake. But otherwise, it's a pretty top-notch game. I really like the idea. It's tactical. It definitely feels like a TTRPG combat. Characters are lovable so far, so I'm really looking forward to the other ones to check out. Music is blasty, and yeah, these are the feedback and like the biggest like turn-offs, quote-unquote turn-offs, I can think about of this game. Otherwise, thank you very much for the opportunity.